So yeah, the one of the main things I got from this passage was just the attitude that Paul writes in really is that, you're running in such a way that you may win. You're not just doing it. You're not getting by. You're not putting the minimum in. You're in this for the prize, and I think that's how we should live.
You should not be satisfied with good enough.
Live with a sense of urgency for spiritual things for a change.
Yeah, because the thing about distractions is they always seem urgent, but there's a lot of verses about how our walk with God is urgent because God can come back at any time. And so I guess that's a perspective shift we have to take as far as, distractions seem urgent, but so is our walk with God. It is urgent.
It is more genuinely urgent.
It's more important, and it's urgent because distractions are like, these are urgent. I can do these, but I still have time to make sure my walk with God is good. But that's also urgent, and it's more important.
And so Paul uses these words, run a race, and he does similar things in several other passages where he compares our walk with God to some physical kind of struggle, whether it be running a race or boxing, or I think at a time he uses the metaphor of us being soldiers, things like that. I really like when he does that because it's something fairly relatable,
Yeah.
You think about running a race, and that's something that's pretty urgent, If you're actually running in a race, a competitive race or something, you're not just going to kind of mosey along at whatever pace knowing that eventually you'll get there, right? It wouldn't make sense. That would be kind of against the point of being in the race. So he uses that saying like, no, you need to do this as if you're in a race. You're trying to get first place. You're not just trying to get to the finish line, right?
Which we all get there because we all die.
Yeah, well, the finish line is death, and we will all get there, but we won't all receive the prize.
Yeah, it just gives us a sense of the fact that we should not let anything distract us, because if you let something distract you while you're racing, obviously you're not going to win if you're distracted. Thanks for watching this clip from the Salt of the Earth podcast. To watch the full episode, click the link in the description.